Hello, family and friends. This evening we've decided to do some eggless yummy carrot cake, and I hope you are going to give this a try. It doesn't take long at all to do. So let's start and go through the process. I used some chaff from the carrot juice that I did, and I didn't want to waste the chaff, so that's what I used. But you can grate your carrots if you are not doing any carrot juice. So as you can see on your screen, you've got the ingredients that I used for my eggless yummy carrot cake. It came out really nicely because I took some to my colleagues at work and everybody liked it. The one I left at home when I came, it was gone. So that was my butter. I used plant butter with some condensed milk. I mixed it until it became very fluffy and a little bit runny at the same time. So you add your wet ingredients together, and then you put your dry ingredients together, and then you mix it. So that's what I was doing there. So that was my dry ingredients with my flour, cinnamon, my baking powder, soda, and a pinch of salt. I put that all together, and then when my condensed milk mixture was ready, I just had to pour my dry ingredients into the wet ingredients, and then I folded it gently. You don't have to whip it, so just use your spatula to fold it in very, very gently. As you fold it in, you might see that it's becoming a little bit heavy. But you don't have to worry because you are going to add your freshly squeezed orange juice. You can use a store-bought orange juice if that's what you prefer. But because sometimes they do add a lot of sugar and sweetness in the store-bought orange juice, I decided to squeeze my own orange juice to do my carrot cake. Here I was adding my chaff from my carrot juice that I did. So that was my carrot there, and then I added some orange juice to it. So I added about 200 ml of orange juice to this recipe. So I had some fresh oranges which I squeezed, and I got my juice out of it. But as I said before, if you prefer to buy your orange juice from the shop, you can do so as well. But just remember, it might make your carrot cake a bit more sweeter. I then added my vanilla essence, 2 tablespoonfuls to this recipe, and I mixed it all together nicely. If you want to use any other essence or flavor, I think you can do that, but I prefer to use the vanilla essence. I was making this carrot cake for somebody who is quite sensitive to nuts, so I did not add any nuts to this recipe. But if you like nuts, pecan nuts, walnuts, or any nuts that you prefer, you can first of all toast it, cut it into smaller bits, and then add it to your butter before you add your raisins or your sultanas. So in this recipe, I only used some sultanas and I didn't use any nuts. Maybe one of these days I'm going to do one with nuts for you to see, so that if you're somebody who will enjoy your nuts in your carrot cake, you can add it to your recipe. So that was the sultanas I added into my batter, and I just folded it very gently and very nicely, incorporated everything. Whilst you're doing this, always remember to preheat your oven. So I baked it at 180 degrees for 45 minutes. After 40 minutes, you can check and see whether it's ready. Just put a toothpick or a skewer into it to check to see whether it's nicely baked or dry before you take it out. So I just put some butter, lightly buttered it into my loaf tin, and then I put in some parchment paper to line it so that it becomes much easier for you to get your cake out once it's nicely baked. So that was my oven ready for my cake to go in. I put that in the oven and just came to sit down. Had a bit of carrot juice, waiting for my cake to get ready. So leave it in. You don't have to check until after about 40 minutes. And ta-da! That was my Nestle baked, moist, eggless carrot cake. It tastes so amazing and it smells so good. So you can have this with a cup of tea, some juice of choice, or whatever you decide to do that. Thank you. Bye.